Hi, I'm Maureen Kiley, and I'm the founder of the South Shore Local Directory. And I have a company called Breakaway Growth Operators with my co founder, Maggie Hahn. And we are doing a business spotlight interview. Tina Delgado is part of our local directory, and she's this beautiful lady. Look at her. Her skin is radiant. Okay. And she is with she owns the company NBS Aesthetics, and it's New Beginning Skin, right? New Beginning Skincare. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and we're going to talk about you and your business, and a little bit about your life and where you live. And so I'll let you go, Tina, and tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and that kind of stuff.
Okay, sure. Hey, everybody, Tina, NBS Esthetics. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and I just hit a point when my husband retired from New York City Corrections. I was like, get me out of this cold weather. So we've actually lived in Florida since 2011. We love it. We love the South Shore area. So yes, I'm married. I have three grown children and two grandchildren. Of course, they're all in the north. So I love being my own boss. So, it's my schedule. So when I want to see the kiddos or when they come visit me, I can move my schedule around. So I just love what I do.
Okay. So how did you get into it though? So because you did something else prior to it.
Oh my goodness, I've done everything under the sun because, having a spouse that had a job where he was going to get the pension, he was always the primary person. So I just would go with the flow with the kids, schedules and whatnot. So I've done everything from being real estate in New York. I was in the Army Reserves. I wore combat boots. I was activated actually during Desert Storm to the
Oh,
Family Support Unit. So I was here. I didn't go overseas. I was here, but I helped the families. I worked for a waste to energy plant in Long Island where they would burn trash to generate electricity and steam. So I was a marketing manager where I would get these companies to pay us to burn their trash. Um, just everything. My last one, when she was in middle school, she didn't like it, but I became a teacher aide, so I was right there with her every day, and just to have more free time with the family. So
yeah. So then you guys moved down here, and then you started to get into skincare. So let's talk about the skincare because and what you
so
do
actually,
different.
so actually, I was still in the I was living in Central Florida, and I met a gentleman that had these booths at the high end resorts in Orlando. So I sold Caribbean Soul sunscreen. It's a natural sunscreen manufactured right here in Florida, in Orlando, and Maui Jim sunglasses. It was the best job. I had the best tan. Um, but then after living in Central Florida for, I think it was like 4 years, I looked at my husband. I was like, we both love the ocean. What are we doing living in Central Florida? So we found Apollo Beach, and we never looked back. We love it here. We live in one of the smaller communities in South Shore. We're in Del Webb, South Shore Falls. But I love, because where I'm located now, I could walk to work if I really wanted to.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I just love the idea of facials, because I before becoming an esthetician, I myself didn't get a lot of facials, because when I would go, it was just such an uncomfortable experience. I would either get my face burnt, or be kind of like, I felt like judged, that, oh my gosh, I've got aging skin, or I've got hyperpigmentation. And I just one day said, you know what, I want to do this, and I want to give other people the experience that I wanted and never got.
It's interesting because I've never really. That's very interesting. So if people feel uncomfortable, they may not say anything.
Right.
And I know firsthand, so I can say this. I went in and got a facial with you. You're my new person. I came home, and this is the first time in a really long time because I lived out of the area, that I came home and I instantly saw my face. I looked at my husband. I'm like, my face looks really good, doesn't it? And so I got your signature facial, and that's the beginning. So this is really good. So
Hmm.
now explain what types of facials you give and how you work with a person.
Okay. So I used to be one of those people that had 20 facials on my menu, and I was getting calls constantly. I want to book with you, but I don't know what to book. And so I just decided to change my menu. I keep it simple, good, better, best. So it's a signature facial, advanced facial, and my luxe facial. And depending on which one you get more with each facial. Now, I can tell you, somebody that comes to me for the first time, even if they book that advanced one, I have a conversation first before they come in, because I want to see if their skin is prepared to have something, because I use higher end, stronger products with those. But the signature, all the facials get an enzyme mask with them. Is the way I explain it is like the Pac-Man game. It chomps away at the dead skin. And because we live in Florida and I'm all about people's lifestyles. I'm not just going to give you a cookie cutter facial, because I know people are out on their boats, they're at the beach. And if I am piling, for instance, retinol on your face, you're going to get hyperpigmentation and you are not going to come back to me. Um, but I, as I go, like, I add things. So the advanced facial, you'd get the enzyme mask and maybe LED light therapy. If you do the luxe facial, you'll get LED light infusion, which is a difference. So the LED light is done on a clean dry face. Light infusion is cleansing the face, putting special products on, and the light is a different setting where the light actually is stronger and it pushes those products into your skin.
So what's the benefits of the red light therapy for people?
It's amazing. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation. Um, my light also has a blue light, so that does help with acne. But I could tell you, my base of my clientele is the pro aging. I don't like to say anti aging, pro aging, because we're all going to age, and so let's just embrace it and figure out how to have healthy skin. Um, but it's so hilarious because I warn people ahead of time. When I say red, bright red light, it is obnoxiously bright. But there are people actually that end up falling asleep under it. It's just
Interesting.
it. I just get flabbergasted. But it's just. I mean, I'm a perfect example. I use the light myself once a month, um, and it will also help people that get advanced treatments like Botox or fillers. I personally don't do that. I just do the red light and infrared light. And I tell people my age all the time, because, and it's not about boasting, it's about you can find things that are less aggressive that will help with that rejuvenation of the skin. So the first week of June, I am going to be 61 years old. And I'm telling you, between enzyme masks and this LED light therapy, it's just amazing. I love it. And I've got an army behind me of clients that are starting to love it too.
That's good. So let me ask you about the products because I tried the Caribbean. I
The
remember you told me
menthol.
you could use it for your face too. I love it.
Mhm.
I'm putting
Awesome.
it here, my arms. I'm gonna probably go out of it before I see you next. So, but what are some of the other products that because you mentioned something to me, you start people because you want to make sure that they can tolerate certain products, right? Because
Yes.
you gave me a sample of the sunscreen. That was really good. Smells
Yeah.
good too.
Yes.
Um,
It's not too heavy. And I feel a lot of times people are just sold a product and they're not told how to use it. So there's a lot of people that come to me, oh, I just don't like the natural sunscreen. It's so thick, blah, blah, blah. And I say, it's all an application. I make sure that people understand you have to moisturize your skin first. We're in Florida. You don't want to use a heavy moisturizer, so just lightly moisturize. And with that sunscreen, literally, I put a little bit on each middle finger and I go like this with all my fingers and I dot, dot, dot and wipe. when you're doing this, you're activating that zinc, and then you get that white film that everybody just can't stand. And it's just, again, it's application and being hydrated. Sometimes we forget to drink our water throughout the day. Or, what happens? We get together with a bunch of people, we're at the beach, we're on a boat, everybody's having their cocktails, and alcohol is very dehydrating to the skin.
Yeah,
So
and
we've got
especially
to
in
find
Florida.
ways to, yes, we've got to find ways to counteract that.
Yeah. So, okay, so now the other skincare that you use, though, what's the products that you use? You have a variety of products,
I
correct?
do. I do. Because I want to make sure that I have products in different price points because everybody's got different things going on at different times of their lives. So different price points and different strengths. Like, for instance, I have Glymed Plus, very high end product. I think she was originally from California, but the company now is in Utah. So at an esthetician, a Florida facial specialist, there's just a certain level that we're allowed to have active ingredients. Climate Plus has 5% in their retinol product. And if you Google a lot of the other professional brands, they might have 2 and 3%. So it has pretty much the highest for not a med spa, esthetician level, 5% is the highest. That those products are generally used in my Luxe facial. These are people that are serious about their skincare and are in it for the long haul. They're not, somebody that maybe got a gift certificate for their birthday and they just want to come in and relax for an hour. They don't usually get facials, but 9 times out of 10, those people end up rebooking with me. And if they don't, more importantly, I love when somebody buys the products because it's more important what you do for the other 29 days out of the month as opposed to the one facial per month that you get from me.
Yeah. So I definitely think that um, I've been getting facials all my life. So, and I definitely think, I mean, I stay out of the sun most, especially my face, but because I'm prone to being freckled and all that. So, um, but I definitely think that getting a facial is really important for people, and especially on a consistent basis. And your experience, I had it firsthand. I think it was fantastic. So,
Thank you.
and
Thank
my
you.
skin showed. So that I can't wait to move up in the levels so we can see what we can do with this face.
Aw, yeah, beautiful. But
So,
yeah, so I use Glymed. My middle level one is Skin Script. I've got the Caribbean Soul. And I love that they came with the clear zinc product now. But I also started carrying Tizo because they have the tinted serum sunscreen. Because we're in Florida and everybody's hot, not everybody wants to wear foundation. So this has a little bit of tint to it. So if they have some event to go to, they put this sunscreen on and it evens out the skin tone. And, plus it's got things in it like vitamin C and vitamin E, which nourishes the skin.
okay. All right. So, what would you tell people like that's your favorite part of your the experience that you give them in the business? Like what is really just the fun part of it that you love so much?
I love at the end of the facial when I tell people, okay, I'm going to step out. When you're all put back together, open the door, and they just go, ah, thank you. Because, we're in a world now, it's constant hustle and bustle, constant stresses coming at you from every angle, and people just don't take the time to unwind. So I tell people, please put your phone on Do Not Disturb. I've got mine on Do Not Disturb. This hour or hour and a half is totally for you. So let's enjoy it.
Okay. Well, I loved it, and I'm sure anyone watching this video is going to go come and check you out because you're part of this local South Shore group of businesses that we're spotlighting, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to talk about your business and who you are. And I've
Yes.
enjoyed meeting you.
Thank you. Can I say one thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so excited. I got nominated for Tampa Bay Times Best of the Best. So, just being nominated, because you have to get a certain amount of nominations in order to be part of the running to actually be in the running to win Best of the Best. So that voting starts May 13 to May 31st, and people can vote every single day. And of course, I would love it and appreciate it.
Hey, maybe we can create an automation. I'm just kidding. So, anyone that sees this, and I'm going to put in the description this QR code you gave me so they can vote.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll
It's
push that
under the
out.
health and wellness category, and the subcategory is esthetician, which is AES. They spell it differently than I spell it, AESTH.
Okay. Health and wellness. Got it. I'm going to make sure I write that down. Okay. Thank you for taking the time out today. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate you. Have a great day.